Good morning, guys. Today is September 14th, I believe. Might be 13th. No, it's 14th. And we got rain last night, which is absolutely wonderful. We got a decent amount. We have some mud puddles. And so this is like maybe the third or fourth time we've had rain this year with puddles. I mean, we're so dry. So I'm very grateful. The cows will be very grateful. The sheep will be very grateful because our first frost isn't forecasted until towards the end of October. So we have weeks of growing season yet. On one hand, here in the high tunnel, I'm a little done with the growing season. Tomatoes are just plugging along. I actually started pulling out plants the other day because I just can't keep up. And so the plants that were smaller or didn't have green tomatoes on them, I just pulled to make life a lot simpler. Here in the mums, this is what we have left of the ones that are not blooming. Those are for an order. I need to go move those. And we have pumpkins galore. We're picking every day still. So we have lots and lots of pumpkins going out. The problem I'm finding is that I don't have enough time to pick, wash, and haul down there. So I'm kind of taking it in batches, and I'll take, like, the weekends we've been selling out. And so on the weekend and then like Monday and usually Tuesday, I've been picking like crazy and washing and everything. And then I'll bring them down Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday so that we're kind of restocked going into the weekend. Because Thursdays now seem to be the new Friday up here. I don't know if that's true everywhere else, but here in northern Wisconsin, it kind of seems to be. And so there's lots of people who have Fridays off and are coming up on Thursdays now. So you can see behind us here, we've got all these beautiful mums. These guys are massive. Some of them are 3 feet in diameter, maybe even a little bit more. They're beasts and they're heavy. So what happens is we take them off of the landscaping fabric, because over there is where we fertilize everything on the landscaping fabric, and then we move them off, and then that way we can just go through and fertilize everything really quick over there, or more efficiently, I should say. It's not really quick. And then when they're off of the landscaping fabric, we usually just bring them straight down to the stand when they start opening up. These ones I had to pull for some special orders, and I had a few people who wanted to see colors once they opened. So now that we got those taken care of, I think I have one more today that I need to pull yet. Then we can bring everything down to the stand. So that's kind of how that is going. I'm not quite sure how well you can see behind me. I'll stick a picture in here. That's our first tree that's turning color. It lost a whole bunch of leaves last night in the rain. You can see things last night started turning. We went over to Owen's parents' house yesterday, and we had just probably 5 miles past here, tons of color, but here nothing has really started turning yet. So you can see that is just starting to turn. Usually fall colors around here are amazing. It was beautiful going to Owen's parents' house. I would think that the colors are probably gonna peak this weekend. But here on our farm, they haven't started yet. Another project we're working on is right down here. Look at these pumpkin vines. Oh, I gotta train that one up a little more. Isn't this amazing? This is a trial for next year. This is actually where I planted grapevines and clematis, and the cows and deer ate them all. And so we had a few extra plants. I think there were 3 on each side. And so I just decided to put them here and see if I could train these pumpkins to go up. And they are loving all the warm weather that we've been having. There are mini pumpkins everywhere. We've got small ones there. That guy is going to be stuck there until we break it off, because he is wedged in there nice. But we've got baby pumpkins kind of everywhere. Now this behind me looks like a giant sandbox, but it isn't. I have a new project coming up. I'll share with you more in the next video. We are putting in a sand pad here, and then we have a load of gravel that should be here last week. And so we have to put landscaping down, and then we're going to put gravel on top of that. I'm very, very, very excited for that. This project here should make my life a whole lot easier in the spring. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not. There's Rusty and Handsome eating out of their hay bags. And there's also a sheep. We have been feeding the sheep in the barn. We've been feeding the sheep in the barn about the last 4 or 5 days here, just because the pasture is not growing up quick enough to replenish, and we are trying to get a ram lamb separated from his mom before they start breeding. And so we have these guys kind of locked up here, and most everybody is out just laying down except for that one. That is I believe that is Snickers, who is one of Lily's lambs from last year. He's going to the processor in October. He was a companion for the goats and the ram over in the bachelor pad over on the other side of the property. And we pulled him a few days ago, and he really is lost because he lived a very pampered life over there. Got lots and lots of melons and like the leftover veggies from the high tunnel and that kind of stuff. And so I'm sure that he is not quite sure what to do. And so it looks like he made friends with Rusty and Handsome. You can see down here, we have been working on getting this area ready for next year. I'm very excited for the plans I have for this. We have a few more moving parts that we have to hammer out. And one of those moving parts is an indecisive 17-year-old who needs to make a decision on what her plan is for her ducks for next year, because she'll be going off to college or whatever she's planning on doing after she graduates. And she bought a flock of ducks. Well, she bought ducklings this year. And so this is going to be a raised bed garden next year here. And we have a neat idea to put her ducks in this area. And so we are waiting for her to figure out the pond situation. We have a couple really neat ideas that we want to do. But she needs to make the final decision on where her ducks are going and what she wants to do with them long term. And so when that is done, then we are really going to get started on this area. My goal is to have this area all prepped before everything freezes up for the winter, and then that way next spring we're good to go. I do have to start planting garlic. That's going to be in a raised bed like that, and there were a couple more things, I don't remember if they were off the top of my head, that I need to plant this fall. So that is also a priority. But knowing that we don't have a frost for a while, that allows us to focus more on pumpkins and then work in here as often as time allows. So it looks like all the moms are out here, out grazing and eating this knapweed down. Babies are all in the barn eating hay, probably on their all-you-can-eat buffet. You can see out there the cows are all eating on a hay bale. We've been feeding hay all summer. I just saw the bull and Lily's steer butting heads there, so that should be interesting. I wish I could show you guys in person what this looks like. It is absolutely beautiful. I do get frustrated often that we are not as far on the beauty scale as I want to be. We have been working hard and we have gotten a lot done. This is our 5th year on this property. 5 years ago, probably today we started gutting the house, and we were living in it by January. It was very, very rough. So I feel like we are, for as much as we've done, and we've done this all ourselves with the help of our parents. We did have to hire an electrician to come out and do some meter to house, and then last year we had some electrical upgrades because our power line was so bad, our overhead, so the power company had to come out, and then we had to get like a new transformer and that kind of stuff. Anyways, it's been 5 years and we have come so far on this property. I absolutely love it out here. It is amazing. And the further and further we get, the more beautiful it gets. And I'm seeing all these ideas that I had 5 years ago finally coming to fruition. Finally coming to fruition. And yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. I think fall's my favorite season. I used to think it was spring, but I don't know. There's something. Today I just woke up and we've got pumpkins loaded in the back of the truck so we can haul. And we've got some big beasts in the trailer because they were too heavy to lift up into the back of the truck. And so I feel like it's just the perfect temperature. It's overcast. It's not super hot. I absolutely love this. This is so beautiful and it makes me so grateful to be here. That's it for today's video. I thought I would just give you guys a quick update on everything that's going on here. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time.